guys, thank you so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. It's the latest on trend with your girl Biami.
Big up yourself.
I do want to stress this trigger warning, guys, as this video does include some really graphic content.
We'll tell you, one of the narratives was that some individual was injecting other people with drugs. We do have a report of a security officer, according to the medical staff that was out and treated him last night, that he was reaching over to restrain or grab a citizen. He felt the prick in his neck. When he was examined, he went unconscious. They administered Narcan. He was revived, and the medical staff did notice a prick that was similar to a prick that you would get if somebody's trying to inject. That is one part of it. The other thing that's very important, there were some individuals that were trampled, and we want to be respectful of that.
I want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, help them get the help they need, I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. The City of Houston, HPD, Fire Department, everyone to, help us figure this out.
Some news and updates regarding what happened at the Travis Scott Astroworld concert. This is really tragic, guys. Now I am going to include a few clips here and there, like I did say in the beginning. Please do not watch this if this is going to be triggering to you. As you guys heard, that was Travis who spoke out for the first time on video after what happened. Carly has also made a statement because she was also getting backlash because she was posting whilst this was going on. There was videos, videos are literally coming more and more of people trying to stop the concert because of what was going on. Now this is something that he founded. I believe this is his third show now, his third concert, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe anything like this has ever happened. Now there was about 50,000 people in the crowd. They began to compress towards the front of the stage while he was performing. This was on the opening night. He did stop multiple times during his 75-minute set after spotting fans in distress near the front of the stage and asked security to help out of the crowd. So many people have been speaking out. Concert goers who survived the disaster have described the desperate scenes as members of the crowd rushed to the front of the stage. I mean, this is a different scene, but you can literally see people are in panic, and when you keep watching it, security starts to even get violent. I'm just like, what? Look, why is he pushing him? I'm really confused. Why is he pushing him for? And it gets even more wild, guys. It gets really crazy. They come in horses. They start pushing people, violently grabbing people. But the thing is, I don't even understand what the purpose of this, what they are trying to do, because it seems like everybody has gone wild at this point. You see this? This is chaotic. There are so many videos circulating, guys. There's some that I chose not to include in here because it's really bad. It's really distressing. It's very graphic as well. And these are what people have captured on their phones, so it's like real time. I mean, as in, did you see that? I don't know if they're trying to stop people from going somewhere, but this is not the way. Like, there's so much disorder here. It's actually wild. One guy who was at the festival said everyone was passing out around you and everyone was trying to help each other, but you just couldn't move. You couldn't do anything. You can't even pick your arms up. It just got worse and worse. Now, I did play a clip in the beginning, which was an officer who was basically stating that somebody was injecting people in the neck. So they are looking into that, because that may have been one of the reasons as why people was going into cardiac arrest and dying. What's making it very tragic also is how young some of the victims are who has died. Officials said a 14-year-old was among the victims. A lot of people were criticizing Travis, that he didn't stop the show. How could he have carried on? Here you could see people literally climbing the stage trying to tell the cameraman to stop the show, but he was in panic mode. He didn't know what to do, what was going on. Now there was a lot of people, as you can imagine. Now there is clips of Travis stopping the show.
Katie, somebody help jump in real quick. Good God, Travis, let me love you. Somebody jump in, come on.
And that wasn't the only instant where he paused the performance. When he did see an ambulance arriving, you could tell that he was kind of like, whoa, like, what is that? Like, what's going on? However, even when he did notice the ambulance, it didn't kind of last long. He was then telling his fans, put your middle finger up, almost like reports were stating that he incited this, and telling his fans to disrespect the authorities. I've seen so many videos. I mean, you can go on the internet, go on Twitter, and you will see them, guys. It's just too sickening for me to even, like, I can't share it. It's too much. I do believe that obviously people are sharing clips from like TikTok and things like that. People were dying and having these cardiac arrests not because of the stampede alone. I do think that a part of it was because of the drugs that they've been injected in. Like, whatever it is, it was really, really weird. Like, I've really been seeing disturbing images. Like, people are doing CPR, like, in the midst of the concert. Like, you could see bodies on the floor. These are medical staff. These are non-medical staff. These are just concert goers literally performing excuse me, literally performing CPR like on people. Like, it's so disturbing. You can even see like the crowd waving at Travis, but like, stop the show, but he just kept on going. Like, he just kept on going. I don't know, like, I feel like he really should have stopped the show. Like, he really should have been like, everybody stop, shut this down. I want to know exactly what is going on. And he should have done something about it, because there were so many signs, there's so many things happening. Like, there's so many people trying to get his attention, and he did see something. He definitely did see something. So that statement I'm going to be reading out to you guys that Kylie put out, that is a whole load of BS. Like, it really is. And even when I was watching his video, his apology video, whatever, condolence video, I didn't even feel any emotions coming through that. And I don't know if it's just because he's a guy, like, guys don't show emotions, but people died at your concert, bro. Like, this is really tragic, and this is all you have to say. Something is not right. And there was even picture from his Instagram where he was basically telling people, yo, like, rush this thing, like, let's do this. Now the sad part is also you can see some of his fans dancing on top of the ambulance. There was obviously people under the influence of drugs. I mean, if somebody was in there injecting people in the neck with drugs, then yes, there was definitely some people possessed going around injecting people. Like, what the hell? Another reason why people were coming for Travis is because it looks like he incites violence. Like at his shows, I've never been to a Travis concert, but I did see a video where he jumped into the crowd. I don't know if anyone saw that. He jumped into the crowd, and apparently one of the fans tried to take his shoe. So when he did that, security obviously got him back on stage, but he was probably like, get him, get him, get him, like F him up, like really like getting people to beat him up, like to beat up this guy. And he was like, and I think they were like punching him up, and like it was really scary. And I was just thinking to myself, like, you shouldn't be doing that, especially as a father, and especially as like a musician. What the hell, like that was really scary. So I don't know what type of fans he has, but that was definitely not a good look for him. I was quite concerned about Kylie because she is pregnant. She did put out a statement. She says, Travis and I are broken and devastated. My thoughts and prayers are with all who lost their lives, were injured or affected in any way by yesterday's event. And also for Travis, I know cares deeply for his fans and the Houston community. I want to make it clear we weren't aware of any fatalities until the news came out after the show, and in no world would we continue filming or performing. I'm sending my deepest condolences to all the families during this difficult time, and will be praying for the healing of everyone who has been impacted. I don't get that bit where she was saying that they weren't aware of any fatalities until the news came out after the show. Like, that's not true, because you would have been told, like, or you should have been told before the news came out, like when she finished performing, because people would have said something, like it would have been evident. Like, I just didn't get that part that she mentioned they didn't know anything until the news came out. Like, that would only be possible if, like, it would have been like one incident or something had happened outside of the concert. Then you would have heard about it, because you wouldn't have seen nothing nor heard anything. But you definitely did see something, or Travis definitely did see something, because according to reports, he stopped the show multiple times. So if he stopped the show multiple times, that means that he heard something and he saw something. So I don't know about that. There's something that's not right about that statement. But she has made a statement, guys. This is really really devastating, and this is definitely under investigation now. You know, it's mad. Like, this is definitely making me really skeptical about being in mass gatherings. The weird thing about this is recently I think I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we was talking about people injecting people with things now. I can't remember the conversation, but it just kind of triggered a memory of something similar that we was talking about. So I don't know if this is a new thing. And you know, when something starts in one side of the world, it somehow finds itself in other parts of the world. So I don't know if this is something that people are going to start doing now, but please, if you are going to concerts, then do be careful. And also another thing is that don't people get searched when they're going in concerts, because why didn't nobody see anything? Like, how did this person carry this object like in to start doing this? This is obviously premeditated. It's very scary. Really scary, guys. So I will keep you guys updated. At this point, more and more people are being identified who has lost their lives. Sadly, my condolences go out to all their families and loved ones. It's really sad. Like, literally, you're just kind of waiting to hear updates, and you're just waiting to hear names and faces of the people that's died. Like, that's how tragic and just horrible it is. I mean, I can't imagine who he should definitely be traumatized after this. Like, I can't even imagine doing another one of these shows, like, if I was him. But Yeah, it's crazy, guys. It's really wild. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I will speak to you guys in my next video.